What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Diablo Research Institution. I am your host, Professor Ice Dak. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Like this damn video if you will. Subscribe to the page and pull that bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my channel members and patrons. May you have many wives. Links in the description below. So what you have here before you is a summon necromancer, one of which is extremely viable compared to what we're used to in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Now I know the graphics, they look a bit dated, right? But this is artwork, right? This is the original artwork of Diablo. This doesn't just have a bunch of 3D rendered shit plastered over it, all right? This is the original artworks. This is good. And it's widescreen, and there's like new things and all that. One of which is, check this out. Drolak, one of my channel members, and blessings to you, Drolak. May your contributions be brought back to you sevenfold. He made mention to me that he just found this out himself. He's like, hey, did you know that LARZUK in PD2, in the current season, he sells a freaking hammer that you can socket your items with, so it's just like the socket quest? Now, this is something that just made logical sense to me. I was thinking about this before. I was like, wait a second. We need something in Diablo 2 where you can just work for it and put a socket in your items. Because how many times are you wearing like a Tarn helm or something that's just kind of lackluster that you normally wouldn't put a socket in? A Saigon's armor, a Saigon's helm when you're just kind of getting through. And you're like, you know what? Damn, if I had a couple socket quests that I could just use up, I'd use them on this. It just make things more convenient. It'd make things a little bit more fun and exciting. I could mess around with putting different things and shitty items for sockets and just experiment. But of course, that's not the case. And there is kind of a loop around where you can just get a character rushed through normal and get a socket. But really, that's just a pain in the ass. So why isn't there something that we can work toward to get a damn socket? Apparently there is in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Check this out. You go to LARZUK. And yeah, like do the trade thing. Did I already complete the quest? So I already completed the quest. But that's fine. Check this out. He sells this hammer. Are you kidding me? It's called LARZUK's Malice. And I only use this one time now. I used it on my armor. And it makes sense. It's a gold sink. You know what I mean? It gives you a reason to farm some gold. And it's not all that cheap. It's 588,000 gold. So a little over 500,000 gold here, all right? Cube with any item to add one socket. Now, it's not as good as the LARZUK quest. Because the LARZUK quest has potential with a magic item, and maybe even a rare in some cases, to add 2 sockets. Because that's what I did with this helm. See this godly helm that I have, 3D summoning skills? I traded for this thing. And somebody slammed it for some defense, so just a junky mod. But then I went to LARZUK and I used the quest on it. And of course I got 2 sockets. So there is still, you know, an edge to using the quest one. But just for your general purpose, I only need 1 damn socket in this thing. It's not all that great anyway. So I would use the LARZUK quest on it, but it's not worth it. I want to save the LARZUK quest for something that I could potentially get 2 sockets in, like this crown, for example. Circlet or whatever, coronet. In which case you can buy this. So check this out. I have my rogue right here, and she's actually been performing very well. I found this Hellrack bow, which is a freaking slug of a bow, and she seems to be performing well. And I have her res all maxed out, using dual part Saigons. But the thing is, she's using Blackhorn's face, which is kind of nice to have, and Duriel Shell, which I found in the pit. But I don't have a socket in that thing, so let's put it in the cube. Let's test this out, and let's add that socket. Now, her resists are all maxed out. I could mess around with her increased attack speed breakpoints. Oh, doggy needs out. Okay, Wolfie, let me let out Wolfie a second. Alright, so now I have a socket in Duriel's Shell, which is a very nice mercenary item. 15 to strength, life based on character level. All res 20, or a cold res plus 50. And cannot be frozen. Now, her resists are already maxed out. Otherwise, it would have been a great thing for that. I could put like an enhanced damage jewel in there. But I'm just thinking to keep things simple, I'm just going to put a Sol rune in there. Because that's, yeah, a little Sol rune in there. Damage. Physical damage taken, reduce it by 7. Just a little bit more damage reduction, add a little bit of survivability. Now, I would buy another hammer and maybe do the same thing with a helm, but I'm kind of broke right now. I only have 173,000 gold, so basically it gives you reason now to go out and farm more gold, and then you can buy another one of those malices. Because you can do this as many times as you want. It's freaking unlimited. And like I said, I did that with my armor. I've been busting my ass for days and days now in this mod, not realizing I didn't have to waste the LARZUK socket on kind of a crappy armor. So now you can just farm some gold and do it. It looks like I already have one in my shield. I don't have one in the weapon yet. Because another thing in PD2, of course, is there's this really rare item that's worth like a Vex rune. I've only found one of them so far. It's called LARZUK's Puzzle Box. And check this out. You can cube with any item to add 2 to 4 sockets and two-handed weapons, or 1 to 2 sockets to other weapons. So it's kind of a conflict that I'm having right now. Like, do I want to LARZUK puzzle this thing for 2 sockets? It's not a perfect Arm of King Leoric. It lets me raise 2 additional skeletal warriors, of course, but that's always the case with this thing. But the other mods on it just aren't perfect. It has a crappy corruption, so I don't think it's worth the puzzle. But I'm still kind of on the fence just a little teeny tiny itty bitty bit. Where do I want to just use that little hammer on this thing and get 1 socket? And I'll probably put in like a fire res jewel or something like that. Yeah, I could put in an Istruin, but I'm not that rich, right? I have 1 Istruin, and I'm not fixing to use them all up. But I mean, this mod is a freaking toad. Right now, my Necromancer, all my homies, they run fast as toads. You basically have this viable summon build, which is something that I've always wanted in D2. But unfortunately, it's just never been the case. We all know summons are just complete ass in that mod compared to other builds. Basically, you have to be a Corpse Explosion Necromancer to make a Necromancer even viable when it comes to summons. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that infinite LARZUK quest right there. And if you haven't checked out PD2, I recommend you try it out. Still only found 1 or 2 skillers, none of which yet are a summon skiller. So my Skeletal Warrior, level 39, as you can see here, doing a ton of damage. Let's get me out of the way for just a second there. 2,700 physical damage at level 39. 868 life. Can have 10 out total right now with my wand. So yeah, they're pretty viable. And Skeleton Mages just obliterate shit in this mod. As you can see here, they're doing decent damage. And even Skeletal Archers. So yeah, it's been a good time, man. It's been a spiritual journey. So if you guys haven't checked this out yet, check out this mod. I'm going to be playing it a little longer. I'm going to be live streaming this. And it's a damn good time, and I will be making more D2R videos. But yeah, this Necromancer, he's freaking godly, and I'm working my way up with him. So I'll talk to you guys later. Like this video if you will, and blessings to my channel members and patrons. Peace be with you.